Shalom from Jerusalem. This is Centeno once again, and I'm directing this video to the Prime Minister of Israel, Prime Minister Netanyahu. As you know my story, I have sent to your office many videos and many letters proclaiming that my ancestors were Jews forced to convert to Catholicism, and I'm here this morning at the Gilad Shalit tent where his father Noam and his mother will arrive pretty soon. So I am asking you, Prime Minister Netanyahu, to once again reconsider the decision that this so-called yishai, Lior Shachar, Mazal Cohen, and Aaron Golan has taken against me and my family. As you know, Prime Minister Netanyahu, I am not able to work or provide for my family here in the country that I love, in the country that I choose to be my home. And yet you have in this country over 300,000 Russians who are not Jews, who eat pig, go to church, and many other things. Prime Minister Netanyahu, for the sake of the house of Israel, I have done a Gilur, I have done a Bet Din, I have done a Brit Milah, circumcision, and I have done a mikveh through my rabbi, Dr. Richard Margolis, in the United States. Prime Minister Netanyahu, I am asking you, I am not able to work, I'm not able to provide for my family due to the politics in this country that are going on through yishai and the Interior Ministry in Israel. Prime Minister Netanyahu, I have never denied the fact that my ancestors went to church. I have never denied that my grandmother, my great-grandmother went to church. I have never denied that I went to church. But once I found out my roots to Judaism, things slowly began to change in my life. Today, I practice a Jewish life in my home, and my wife and her family are the biggest witness to this. Yishai and the Interior Ministry, the attorneys to the Interior Ministry, are using an article that someone sent to my webpage that is called "Why Jews Do Not Celebrate Christians." They're using that against me, which is not even mine. And I can take a lie detector test, I can go in front of a judge and tell the judge it is not my article. We have filed a petition to the Israeli Supreme Court March 14th, 2011, and yet yishai has not given me the ability to provide, to bring food to my family. As I stand here this morning on the Gilad Shalit tent, Gilad Shalit is still being held hostage by Hamas over in the Gaza Strip. I have been held hostage in this country for over 17 months. I could not leave the country for 17 months, Prime Minister Netanyahu. What kind of democracy is the one that we're holding here in the Middle East? We're supposed to be living in a democracy, yet I could not leave this country for 17 months. My attorneys had to file a petition to the Israeli attorneys for them to grant me an exit visa to come in and out. Yet I'm married to an Israeli citizen, we have a daughter that is a Jew, and yet the father is nobody in this country. Shame on yishai, shame on Lior Shachar, Mazal Cohen, and Aaron Golan, who interrogated me for 2 hours while my attorney sat in her office and could not even say a word. Shame on the Interior Ministry, the Shas party, who is part of your government. Yishai is not a friend of the Sephardic Jews. I am sending this message throughout the world to tell them that Yishai, the head of the Shas party, part of the Netanyahu government, has chosen to do nothing for me, my daughter, and my wife. Yet Gilad Shalit has been held in the Gaza Strip in bondage for over 5 years, and the Israeli government has not decided what to do. Prime Minister Netanyahu, for the sake of the house of Israel, Rambam says if a man desires to come into the household of Israel and he wants to become a citizen of the household of Israel, you are to take him in. You have to bring him in because he desires to become a citizen of the house of Israel, according to the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 33. Prime Minister Netanyahu, for the sake of the house of Israel, I have not paid my rent for 6 months. My wife looks at me every month and asks me, where's the rent money? What will you do, Prime Minister Netanyahu? Would you just sit there and do nothing while my family goes without food, without shelter? I'm asking you, Prime Minister Netanyahu. Call me 052-635-7088. Todah and Shalom.